Ralphriggs pastored Central Assembly from 1931 until 1938. To this day, his influence is felt in our congregation. He fostered biblical scholarship, but he also emphasized the importance of fellowship with one another. His commitment to the priesthood of all believers led to the establishment of Evangel University and is the bedrock for Central's commitment to a global footprint. We recently talked with George Wood, who has been a member of this church since his teens and also served Central as a youth pastor, interim pastor, and ultimately as the general superintendent for the Assemblies of God.
Ralphriggs had an enormous impact on the formation of Central Assembly. He was 36 years of age when he became pastor, and during his 8 years of being pastor, the church grew from about 181 members to over 1,000 in attendance. The Sunday school increased by 500%. He founded churches, north side, south side, east side, and yet the Central kept on growing. He was a strong advocate of education. He was a strong advocate of preaching that made sense and that connected people to the Scripture and the Scripture to people. Ralphriggs had a theological understanding of the priesthood of all believers. He believed that lay people were also called to ministry, just like clergy were called to ministry. And you see that in how he pushed and pushed for the formation of a liberal arts college, which would serve lay people and give lay people an opportunity to integrate faith and learning within an academic context. He was very passionate about that. And Ralphriggs laid incredibly strong foundations for not only Central Assembly, but for the Southern Missouri District and for the General Council of the Assemblies of God. We really owe a deep debt of gratitude to him. He was truly a transformational leader.
Ralphriggs believed that intellectual, personal, and emotional growth is an act of worship and an important part of discipleship. As Pastor Bradford challenges us to stay in relationship with one another through small groups, and as we lift our voices in worship together, and as we seek to reach out to others, we can reflect back on the solid foundations laid by pastors such as Ralphriggs and see that God still has work for us to do here.